Welcome back to BT here on this Thursday morning. Always great to have Robin Esserrock back on the show. Nice to see you.
Good to be here.
You are always busy. The Globetrotter, all kinds of books. The Great Canadian Bucket List was one of them, and we've got a great giveaway coming up at the end of this segment. But weather's getting better. Let's talk staycations, adventure ideas here in BC. And when I put this out to you for the top 5, you said, let's go snorkeling. Tell us about this.
Well, I'm looking for these unique, one-of-a-kind experiences you can't do anywhere else in the world. And I was in Brazil, and I did this thing where I floated down a river tributary, and hundreds of fish are just coming at you. I thought, this is amazing. But you can do that here in Campbell River with thousands of salmon swimming upriver. So there's a company called Destiny River Adventures. You put on a snorkel, wetsuit, flippers, and you just float with the current. It's thousands of salmon come all around you. It's incredible.
And then how much training or any kind of information do you need before? You just call the company up, get a group of people together, and just go?
Off you go, off you go. Everything that I focused on in my book is things that you can actually do. Anybody can just show up and do.
Okay, so snorkeling is one. Zip lining up in Whistler, this is a great attraction.
Zip lining is all about the place in which you do it, the environment. So here you've got the longest, highest zips in Canada for the moment, between two mountains, Superfly zip. So you go up there, you know, you can spend a couple of minutes zipping between these absolutely gorgeous mountains. It's all about the environment, right? It's all about that space you're in as you're kind of careening, flying across the sky.
Do you have any idea the speeds that you get to when you're ziplining in Whistler?
The speed is nothing I call it the ultimate soft adventure. My grandmother could do it. You know, people are like, oh, ziplining, you're perfectly safe. You're strapping in there. It's not like skydiving or bungee jumping. It's perfectly safe. Anybody can do it.
Still get a bit of a safe adrenaline rush. Now, when I put it out to you and I said, okay, Okanagan, tell me about an adventure, I'm thinking outdoor wine festival, and you're like, no, it's about the sauna, but with a twist.
It's the cold sauna. It's the only one in North America. Okay, there's 3 rooms. There's at a place called Sparkling Hill, which is a glitzy resort, and they've got a beautiful spa there. But they've got the only cold sauna in the country. And what it is you walk in. There's 3 rooms. The first room is minus 15 degrees Celsius. The second room is minus 60 degrees Celsius, and the third is minus 110 degrees Celsius. And you're wearing nothing but a bathing suit. And the idea is that you basically almost freeze yourself to death, because if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger.
Minus 110?
Minus 110 degrees Celsius.
That's incredible. And what's the feeling afterwards?
Well, every cell in your body starts freezing over and your mind goes to a very dark place. And they've got Bob Marley kind of piping in to keep you with warm thoughts there. And you walk out there and all the blood starts rushing in and you go, oh my God, I feel amazing.
Yeah.
And, pay good money for that experience.
You give it the thumbs up for that. Okay, speaking of good experiences, riding the Harley.
Riding the Harley Davidson. So I'm not a biker. I've never really been a biker, but I love the idea of the open road. So you can rent a Harley Davidson, right? You can get your license, rent a Harley Davidson, who's got the money to spend on these kind of things. And you go out in the Kamloops area. They've got these 5 bike routes. And as you go in some of the most beautiful countryside, and you feel that open road, incredible scenery. So for me, it was all about channeling your inner outlaw.
And leather chaps, too? Did you bring those?
I wore the leather chaps.
Yeah, you did.
I did. I felt like an urban cowboy on my steel horse.
I could see that side of you, Robin. And finally, Sea to Sky Gondola, relatively newer attraction over the last couple of years, but is it as amazing as it sounds?
World class. World class. On the Sea to Sky highway, there was a lot of concern that it would kind of ruin the Chief, which is another item in my book, Hiking the Chief. But it's something completely separate. They spent $23 million. It's beautifully executed. It complements the whole region. You take that gondola up to the top, fantastic views of Sky Pilot Mountain, of the Howe Sound. Really, really well done. And if you haven't done it, this is the summer to do it.
And if you're going to do it, how many hours should you invest? Is this a whole day thing, a good 8 hours?
It's a half day, an easy half day from Vancouver.
Okay, nice. All right, Great Canadian Bucket List was the book we talked about off the top. If you want more ideas of what to do in BC, Robin's got a new one, the Great Western Canada Bucket List. You can win this right now. Contests at btvancouver.ca, subject line, bucket list. Robin, thanks for coming by.